Welcome to this episode of the Geek Joker podcast. I am Knock.
I'm Rara.
I'm Wave.
Oh, and Tom.
Yeah, we did that shit again.
We talked over each other. What the hell? Well, you're busy taking an Avenger quiz. So you're at the last question.
Okay.
What are you?
Result:
get?
100% an Avenger.
Oh man, look
You
at
didn't get a
that!
What the
specific
hell?
Avenger?
Strong, fearless, loyal. Check, check, check. You also happen to be supremely talented and just a little bit smug. Meaning, congratulations, you definitely have what it takes to join Earth's mightiest heroes. Willing to go to the ends of the earth, and sometimes beyond, to fight for what you believe in. Your heart is usually in the right place. Usually. Avenger, it's time to assemble.
Sometimes a little to the left.
Right, sometimes a little to the right, a little to the left.
Hell yeah.
Hanging a little low. So you had Avenger. I had arch enemy of the Avengers, and then Rara had innocent bystander.
Twice.
2 times. I'm
Obviously,
just saying.
that thing is a recruitment of douchebags tool.
And it's you enter after you're done with the quiz. You enter to win a Hulk.
Yeah, how do I do that? I click.
It should like give you a little pop up at the end of the thing that says enter your email here.
Yeah. Not that we're promoting any one company or anything like
No, I'm just saying. They're not going to give the Hulk to an innocent bystander, would they? I mean, just
that. I totally just didn't do something to your dinner.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, you
What's
got
that
it.
white stuff on top?
It's mozzarella. It's mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella. Come on.
You see, now I'm not going to give it to you if I win the thing, okay?
Yeah.
You probably would just to spite me.
He'd break it. He'd bring it in and then break it. Yeah.
Ah.
So what are we talking about today, fellas?
Oh, let's talk
What do we
about
got?
Jared Leto playing the Joker. And
Oh
all the
yes,
backlash.
they released the first image of Jared Leto.
Second, didn't they?
Oh well, I
There's
guess.
been a flood of
Well, there's been a lot of leaks, and I
yeah.
think this is the tattooed image is the official first image of
But
him.
they're not using the tattooed image.
No, they are. I don't know where this is coming from, but I think it's coming from people just in such awe and disbelief. But that is 100% the Joker. Why would they release this image just to say, "Oh no, we're joking"? Because the DC universe needs
Actually, I think you just answered your question.
the DC universe needs all the good, positive marketing and buzz they can. And doing something like this to have a complete opposite effect of that.
Well, here's the problem with that.
There's no logistical way that a marketing department would do that, especially when it was the director himself that released this on his own Twitter.
Right. Your problem with that, though, is DC very much needs a lot of positive now. They don't realize it. They still think that they're the hottest shit that ever exists.
Yeah.
They're not, but they still think it.
Well, they just don't have a clear vision for what they want to do.
You know who had a clear vision? Ultron.
Yes, he sure did. Hopefully,
He
we'll
see that
how
vision
clear that
form.
comes. Yeah, he did. He did give that vision form. Yeah.
His perfect vision of destruction.
But I believe 100% that is the exact Joker we'll see. Now, will we see those tats? I think it'll probably be like in one scene where he's maybe like working out in the prison or something. I think for most of the scenes though, he's not in the movie that much.
Yeah, mind you,
He's literally the end of the movie. So you'll
Thank
probably
God, because he was never a member of the squad. He doesn't deserve to be a member of the squad.
yeah. I don't. That always threw me for a loop when they announced that he was going to be in that. It was like, is he going to in the squad or not? So
I was kind of hoping it would just be in a Harley flashback, and that was it.
yeah.
Because, I mean, Harley, she's a damn good squad.
Well, if that's the Joker, what the hell is Harley going to look like?
Shut up. No,
Yeah,
Harley's
yeah.
gonna be awesome.
It's going to look like Stephen King's It.
Wow.
I mean,
Nice.
Oh, Pennyworth.
Great.
How I love you.
Next time I'm looking at Harley Quinn porn,
Yeah,
that's going to pop into my head.
That's what you're going to see.
Fucking thank you, Pennywise.
Pennywise in spider form.
And next time I'm jerking it to Tim Curry,
Right.
Harley Quinn's gonna pop
Quinn's
in my
gonna
head.
pop
I'm gonna
up.
be like, well, this is ruined now.
And your wires are all crossed at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna have like Harley Quinn Frankenfurter
Oh no.
and Pennywise.
Pennywise with tits.
Yes.
I'm seeing a long period of performance anxiety for you, Wave.
Well, maybe it
Tropical Donut will have no idea how to deal with this.
Maybe
She comes out in pigtails and you just shake your head and cry.
Well, I mean, that won't be the first time. Wait, what?
Maybe it has
Are we
the
recording?
Yes.
maybe it has
Shit.
the adverse effect, and it just spruces things up. You never know. You don't know how these things work.
It's a good choice of words there, Sam. But anyway, I think it goes back to what we originally talked about, Sam, when you tortured me with that image at 2 o'clock in the morning. When it
Dangled
broke.
it in front of your face.
I told him to.
I think, well, great. That's wonderful, because I didn't sleep that night. Well, anyway, I'm thinking that's got to be some misdirection, too. You know, and perhaps if those tattoos are real, definitely the one on his forehead is.
That is the tattoos in general are so uninspired. It's something like a 15-year-old fanboy would scribble on his Joker cover,
Mhm.
you know. But but I could overlook him, whatever, because you could also he's gonna have an outfit on, so you're not really gonna see him.
Right.
But that one right on the forehead,
Yeah.
damaged, like come on, how?
Yeah, that's why that can't
I
possibly.
mean, that's worse than Gotham's subtlety.
Yeah.
You know, like they talk about beating you over the head, literally and figuratively, with damage. It's just like
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I think you made a point. It's just A, it's juvenile, and B, it just shows like, do you not really get the Joker character?
Right.
Like, is there a fear of I don't understand. I just don't understand it. Yeah.
And it seems like it's also bandwagonish too, a little bit, with what everybody's doing just to be different.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you have all this great source material, just follow that.
Well, that's the thing, you know.
Yes, because they've shown such a willingness to follow any source material that wasn't written by Frank fucking Miller.
That wasn't. It's not. If it's not The Killing Joke, or if it's not Dark Knight Returns, or Batman Year One, I feel like they just don't care.
But that's fine, because that source material is great stuff. And if you're going to make a movie, it should be based on great stuff.
It is great stuff, but there's also other stuff that's good in Batman lore. You don't always have to go to the Frank Miller well.
That's true.
Let me put it this way.
Killing Joke was Alan Moore.
Killing Joke was Alan Moore, but it's along the same that
it's
mid
the
'80s
same
grittiness.
premise.
You
Let me
know.
put it this way. I fucking love lasagna. I love it as a food, all that. I don't want that to be the only food I ever eat.
Right.
Or even if we want to get this a little better, I don't want it to be the only Italian food I ever eat.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's what they're doing. Whenever we get something from DC, it's in line with one of those three: Killing Joke Year One or Dark Knight Returns.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's an unequal comparison, because there isn't millions of dollars and potentially billions of dollars of ticket sales and films and product lines based on whether or not you're going to eat lasagna.
You don't understand the
If you-
lasagna industry.
If you're
Yeah.
wagering that much on something, you either go with something risky or you go with something safe. They're going with something safe, which
Every
is
single time.
well,
With
yeah.
everything across their board.
But see, this is
Well,
the thing.
And then they're getting mad when people are saying that it's boring and they're getting negative publicity.
Well-
Here's the thing: if you're gonna do that, then you have to suck it up with the negative publicity.
Again, it's spheres of our own here. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that they are getting this flack that it's boring and sad.
I don't think it's necessarily
People here are
boring.
doing that, but there are obviously people
Well, there's
that are
people
holding the
who
money that are
still-
saying, let's finance this stuff.
And well, there's because people handing money over for this stuff.
Yes.
You know.
They know they're going to sell X amount of tickets. That's why they're doing it.
Right, but what I'm
So-
saying is, yes, they will sell the tickets, they will get butts and seats,
Mhm.
but the problem is, they're annoyed that they're not getting the type of publicity that, say, Ultron is getting.
Well, yeah.
The buzz is awesome for the Avengers movies, for the Marvel movies, and DC is mad that they're not getting that, but they don't want to do any of the things that Marvel is doing
Well, no,
to
they,
get all that fan base.
they're borrowing the wrong lessons from Marvel.
Yeah.
Where they're chasing a shared universe, yes, but they don't have someone like Kevin Feige. You know, you got Zack Snyder, but you know he's not a Kevin Feige.
Right.
He's not a person who's been born from the comic industry, who just transitioned so seamlessly into the movie industry, and who has time to dedicate to shaping the universe. You
And
know?
then there's
Well,
their
that's the thing.
infamous no jokes memo.
Well, yeah, there's that whole thing.
But
what were
you
you
know,
gonna
let's
say,
be
Rob?
real about this too. I mean, Ultron wouldn't be getting its stacks for praise and whatnot if Avengers hadn't done well. If
That is
Iron
true.
Man hadn't done well. If First Avenger hadn't done well. If Thor wasn't as
Yes,
good
but
as
do
it
you know
was.
why all those did well?
Because when you build a universe, which is what their plan is from the start was.
Mm-hmm.
You start small and you drop all these crossovers at the ends and in online clips so that you can build that team movie outside even the team movie.
Yes.
The thing that they're doing risky, and we've discussed this before for DC, is that they're starting on the other end of that. So if they're upset that they're not getting like the fan support and whatnot, I blame them on not understanding what it is that they're doing and expecting the same result that Marvel is, because they're coming at it from a completely different.
Yeah, right down to tone though. Their tone is a big thing. And
Well,
one of the biggest complaints I keep seeing for Batman v Superman is it's too dark. It's too gritty. It looks too depressing.
well, that's the other thing too. That's all I'm saying is like, those are the people you know, the things that you read, but there's obviously enough people for them to make those movies on the other side, because the things that I read are too, even with the Joker pick that we talked about earlier, it was leaked, there are tons of people that love that because it's different, even though I'm so diametrically opposed to that idea.
But I
got a visceral physical reaction.
I
when
agree,
saw
it's
it.
not
But
my
there are people
Joker.
that like it.
Right, it's not my
So-
Joker, but I do appreciate that they're trying to go for
Right.
something that's a little unique, a little different.
It's there. Minus the tattoos, I think he looks great, and I think he's good casting for it.
Yeah, yeah. And you
but-
know, who knows? Maybe maybe this works differently in motion.
Yeah, but Rara, this kind of comes back to an argument we've had before, not on the podcast, but just between ourselves about, was Man of Steel a success? And you said yes because of how much money I made, and I said no, and actually the companies considered it no because of the type of reaction that got.
Well, yeah, they do consider it not a success. That's why they added Batman.
Now they made money though,
Right.
and there are movies that are not good movies that still make money because of one or two things, like
Transformers 4.
well,
Look at that.
or Expendables.
Mhm.
Let's be honest, the Expendables were not good movies.
No.
Right.
They were worth maybe one watch in a discount cinema type deal.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna watch it on Netflix because the cast is awesome.
So that's where the con site
But that was it.
overtakes the quality.
But here's the thing: those movies will always make money. They don't have to be good to make money just because they have the name. Batman does have the name because of the good Dark Knight trilogy,
Right.
and therefore they know if they shove Batman into anything,
Guaranteed-
people will go and
guaranteed
sit and
money, yeah.
watch it. Just like Fox has made one good X-Men movie, in my opinion, First Class. Days of Future Past was alright. It was meh at best for me. I'm still kind of pissed about killing off Emma off screen and
off-screen.
Banshee.
Yeah.
But anyways, but yeah, and they know that as long as they put Wolverine in something, people will watch it.
Right.
We're going to cut it short this week, so that's it for the Geek Yogurt Podcast. I'm Knock.
I'm Rara.
I'm Wave.
And I'm Sam.
Let the good times roll!